What's up, guys? This is H2 here, bringing you a recap of Winterbrawl. The weekend was intense, man. For me, I was busy the entire time. We got there on Friday, so day one was Friday, and we run into at the airport. We run into Angel Darksong, who apparently was just staying there overnight for some reason, I guess. And he saw the hat, which I can't show the hat on stream because of green screen stuff. But he saw the hat and was like, "You're H2, right?" And we just picked him up from there and went straight to the venue. It's kind of funny. We went to Denny's. He gave us these really good cookies called Jaffa cakes. They're not really cookies, but I'll show you what they look like. I have some that are actually open. They're like these cake things that have chocolate on one side of them, and there's like a really sweet chocolatey jelly or something in there. They're really freaking good. So yeah, apparently these are just a thing in Europe. I don't know if these are like the equivalent of like vanilla wafers here or what, but these are way softer than vanilla wafers, by the way. But yeah, he gave us Jaffa cakes. We actually went to Denny's more than once with him. We went with a group of 10 at one point and had some crazy conversations. Really fun time, really good time. Denny's was like the only good food place nearby, so we went there a few times. And Angel actually did really well. He beat Suicune Master in top 8 winner side, and ended up finishing third in bracket after Suicune Master got the run back. Also, played with PK Sparks in the 2v2. That was fun. We beat Cyberman's team, really close, and he's a really enthusiastic guy, man. He is really cool. Does a lot in order to try and help us coordinate things in the community, and it's really cool to be able to get to interact with him. Also met Twixie. As you guys know, Twixie streams like almost every night for Pokken. The dude is so dedicated to streaming that it's like, I'm grateful that he does it because it really helps us reach more people. And this was his second big tournament, I guess. He ended up talking about player nerves a bit, and so I just kind of had a discussion with him that he had no reason to be nervous because he's a really good player. So he should perform well. I guess he did pretty well at NEC, and he did really well in this tournament. He ended up getting 9th overall. He teamed with Broccoli in the 2v2, and Broccoli was the MVP in the 2v2. He beat the team of Catfight and Suicune Master all by himself. All by himself. Just absolute domination. It was hype, to say the least. And yeah, just guys, if you are ever having confidence issues, just whatever you need to do, like to get into the feeling where you're just playing friendlies, try and do that, because there's really no difference between tournament play and friendly play unless you psych yourself out. There's no difference, but the way that people look at it, there's like two different people. There's tournament person and there's friendlies person. So just try and bring those people together, man, because there's no reason they need to be different. And Twixie, good job. Roxo was pretty hype at the 2v2s as well. That man was starting things. He was starting things. And Uchi and I had a heck of a time casting for that man because he was going nuts. He was loving the camera, whether he knew he was on it or not. He ended up getting second though. His team got second, but shout outs to Papa Pokken. That's all I can say. There was a pizza crew battle between their rooms, actually, Twixie's room and Roxo's room. So we had a bunch of people together. We had uneven teams, so we just ended up drafting everybody who was who was around for the crew battle, and it was ultimately 7-on-7. And Twixie's team won because Shippo went nuts. he just destroyed everybody on Roxo's team. Not everybody, but he swept 4 people before he ended up getting eliminated. It was crazy. He beat me. I was one of the people he beat, and he was unstoppable, it seemed like. It only took 3 people from Twixie's team to beat all of Roxo's team, which is crazy to think about. Crazy, man. So yeah, that was the Pizza Crew battle. The winner basically got rights to pizza. What else did we have? We had I guess there was my tournament performance. So I think it was seated 5th in my pool. I got to Bendy, and he also plays guard. I won the Ditto versus him, but I felt kind of bad because I know the Ditto really well, so I had to make sure to give him some advice. And I still owe you some friendlies, Bendy. So try and hit me up whenever, and if I have time, I'll do some friendlies with you. Also in my pool, there was True2 and Coach Steve, 2 Garchomp players. Fortunately, they had to play each other, so I only had to play one of them. I played Coach Steve for winners finals, and I squeaked it out versus his Garchomp. I think he probably wanted to go Garchomp the whole tournament, but he felt better about the Weavile matchup and guard versus guard. So for game 2, he went Weavile, and he forgot about the agility button, man, because that move just destroys half of her neutral. So I was able to clutch it out in 2 games versus Coach Steve. And then I made it out into top 16 on winner's side. Cloud couldn't show up in the top 16, I guess, for some reason. So that was basically a buy-in top 16, which is weird. And then, of course, what happens, this is the 3rd tournament in a row I've had to fight him, and Suicune Master gets faced up against me. So, Rewired, Smash Conference, now Winterbrawl happens again. I don't know what it is. Like, people are like, just throw the brothers at each other, man. But it's just the way the seeding works sometimes, or apparently every time now. But he just destroyed me. Like, there's nothing to say other than he bodied me. He bodied me hard. So I ended up falling down into loser's bracket. That put me into the 9th place elimination match in order to try and make it in the top 8, where I had to play Sandman. And I should have won that set. By all rights, I should have won that set, but I threw so hard. I was up a game. It was game 2 last round. I was about to win, and I just kept on flubbing mistake after mistake. And then the next game, the same thing happened. I was up around, and I kept flubbing mistake after mistake. And Cloud said it. I needed to do Wake Up 2X sometimes, and I just never did. I never did, because that was a good thing to do in the matchup at the time. But Sandman beat me. He actually ended up doing really well. He got 4th in the tournament overall, and he ended up winning Windjammers and doing pretty well in some other tournaments too. So shoutouts to Sandman. And probably my favorite part of the tournament was not even, maybe it was top 8, but it was also this. So for pools, I got to commentate with, and parts of top 16, I got to commentate with Uchi. And this was my first time meeting him. I'd seen him commentate, I think, once before. And I love his hype on the mic. And I don't know what it was. Our mic chemistry was just on. Our mic chemistry was on. And I had such a blast commentating with this guy. I hope he shows up to the final round. Uchi, show up the final round, man. And because it was just so much fun. I got to chat with him a little bit about animes and stuff, things that we like watch and read, mangas and whatnot. we have a lot in common apparently. So Uchi, I look forward to seeing you more and hanging out, man. I know we didn't get to talk too much, but next time. Dude, it was like, I don't know, man. It was fast friends. Like back in elementary school, it was something crazy. Just 2 people meet and they click right away. It was bizarre, but I loved it. And of course, top 8. Oh man, top 8 was so good. That's the only way to describe it. It was just so good. You had Catfight versus Bad Intent, man. Catfight clutches it out. Just the most clutch performance. Bad Intent, he could have easily taken that. He was in winning position. But Catfight, man, just so clutch. Ends up beating Shadow Mewtwo of Bad Intent. Angel Dark Song, of course, he beat Suicune Master. And then Catfight played Angel, and Catfight just destroyed Angel immediately after that. So it was Catfight waiting in Grand Finals. And then Sandman played Burnside, and Burnside was that man. That man went full tryhard. He took the vest off. He brought the hair down. Those golden locks flowing. But man, it was Sandman's day. It wasn't enough. He was too on point with his reads. And Madluck and Rosenryu was another really, really good set. And Rosen almost beating Madluck, but Madluck clutching it out. So Suicune Master ended up playing Madluck, and Suicune Master beat Madluck, and then after that, Bad Intent played Sandman, and Sandman again just somehow with the reads, taking it to Bad Intent, eliminates Bad Intent. And then there was Suicune Master versus Sandman. And man, Suicune Master, I don't even know. I don't understand how he performs so well with barely ever. He's been in Australia. He doesn't have a Wii U currently. Like, somehow he's just really good at this game, even though he hasn't played since Smash Conference. So he ends up eliminating Sandman, and then has to go back and fight Angel Dark Song in losers finals. And he ends up getting the run back against Angel, beating him. And this grand finals between Catfight and Suicune Master was so good. It was a lot of patient play. It was a lot of methodical moves, and things were going down to timer very often. But man, Suicune Master got the reset, and then Catfight pushes him to the brink because he was running Suicune the entire time versus Chandelure. So in the second set, when it was 2-1 with Catfight in the lead, Suicune Master decides, all right, we're gonna go Lucario. And man, he looked really good in that first Lucario match, and he evened it up real fast, made it 2-2. But it was Catfight's day, man. Catfight starts off the next game just catching him with everything. And you could just tell after the first round of the last game that Catfight was going to take it, and he sealed it out. And so, congrats to Catfight, because he got another major, and it's been a while. I think it's been quite a bit. But really good stuff to Catfight, Suicune Master, and Angel for getting top 3. Besides that, man, shout outs to Fumu for doing a really good job with running things the first 2 days. I know you had the bounce on the third day, man, but I appreciate everything that you were doing, for the commentators and the players. Apple Boom did some work as TO, man. He got us so much time. There was no pressure at all in order to run pools in top 16 and top 8, man. It was great. Frankie, thank you for bringing the hype in the venue the entire time, man. You have so much energy. It was so much fun to do the chants with you and everything, dude. And Big E, thank you for hosting this and putting Pokken in there and giving us even main stage, man. Dude, top 8 was just fire and hype the entire time. I loved it. Shout outs to Roxo again, Shippo, Uchi, Angel, PK, Oreo, Bendy, Suicune Master, everybody, man. And shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And that's it. I'll do some more of these tournament recaps in the future. I'll probably do one for final round. I'm planning on going to that. But yeah, that's it for me. H2 signing off. I'll see you next time.